Hey, this is Rachel Rofe, and in this presentation, I'm going to share with you how I built 5,171 mini income streams that cost absolutely nothing to set up and take less than 10 minutes each. Actually, they're pretty fast. You're about to discover in this presentation, number one, real examples of products that you can start selling now. Secret number two, how to create a new e-commerce product in less than 10 minutes. You'll see me demo it live. Secret number three, the secret of how to pay $0 for product inventory until somebody buys it for you. Secret number four, how I went from a cashier at Walmart to generating thousands of online sales, plus a lot more. Now, the big idea here, what we're going to go over, is I'm going to walk you through my proven system that has helped both myself and many dozens of students earn many thousands of dollars per month. It's a very easy system that has seen tons of results, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how it works. Now, this is me. You can see here's a picture of me with my nephew. I don't really do a lot of the kind of rags to riches story that you'll find a lot, but just so you know that this is kind of worth paying attention to, I've generated 8 figures in business myself, and I've directly helped thousands of success stories with 9 figures in student results. So everything that we're going to go over here is based on real world experience that actually works. And I'm going to show you some proof here too, just in case you're skeptical, which I would understand. So here is a screenshot of my Amazon sales last year. You can see that's $69,474 in just quarter one. So that's just the first quarter. Then quarter two was another $152,000. Quarter three was $55,000, a little over, and then quarter four, another $200,000. And then my Amazon sales totaled everything from last year was $479,207.22 in largely passive income, and you'll see why as we go on. Now, business just grows and grows every year. You can see I wasn't able to pull a screenshot from last year after it hit 2021, but my business was increased at 46% from the previous year when I pulled this screenshot. So it's just like there's more and more opportunity every single year. The future really does look bright because this has been working for years. This isn't something that I just saw was working and quickly put together a presentation. You can actually see here screenshots from since 2016. I pulled random months and it's been making 5 figures almost every single month. I think there were 2 exceptions for over half a decade here. You can see 2016 over $12,000 in 1 month. Another month I did April for every other year, $20,000, $25,000, $23,000, $40,000. And the opportunity, the market is just getting bigger and bigger. But I'm sure you don't care about just my results. We've got thousands of successful students. Here's someone, I just had my first $1,000 sales day on Amazon yesterday. I was so nervous, but it's paying off. Another person, last night we finally got our 5K badge. I'm in between contracts, so we would have been scrambling to buy mugs, food, and pay our rent. I'm getting a little tired of hot dogs. Our first big payday is the 19th. Next week, it's time for some steaks. Another person, I don't consider myself a power seller, but they had made $19,000 in the past month. I mean, there's just a lot of success stories. Now, the not so fine print is, of course, I can't guarantee that you'll make $200,000 per year like some of my students, or even $1. I simply don't know your life and your work habits. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a real system that can get real results if, of course, you put in the real work. And you'll see a lot of student case studies because in many cases, I showcase our successful students, so the results you see are not typical. If you don't put in the work, you won't get the results. If you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you might remember a story about people who were living in a village where there was no water available. Now, there was one guy who every day he would walk miles to the nearest village and bring back buckets of water for people so that he could bring them water. And they would pay for the water. The people in the village would happily pay for the water. But, the guy was doing back-breaking work every single day. Another guy came along and he decided that he was going to create a pipeline from his village to the nearest village with water. And so while it initially took some more work, he ended up raking in money on a constant basis after that pipeline was developed because the water would just come in without having to manually walk miles back and forth. So it was a little more upfront work, but he ended up getting paid for a really long term afterwards. And so I've essentially, with this business model, taught a lot of people, and this is what I want you to learn, is how to create these pipeline income streams. I've created thousands of them, and you'll see it's really easy to create them, and I'd love for you to have this as well. Is this the perfect business model? I mean, I really think so, because for me, I wanted a low-risk business, one I could do on the side, build up, and then over time, replace other sources of income. I looked at so many things, but there was only one that ticked all of my boxes. Existing customers, 300 million, a business I could be proud of. Business on Amazon can be scalable, so there's no more income ceiling. It's autonomous, anonymous. My neighbors still don't know what I do for a living. I never have to try to sell my products to friends and family. Low tech, manageable startup costs, no need for excessive stock or storage, time effective, and really since then I've never looked back. I've been doing this for well over half a decade now. And that's of course just Amazon, by the way. Etsy brings in even more money. Here is a screenshot from just some of my sales from some of my stores. I think I have 8 or 9 stores now. One of them alone brought in over 6 figures last year. It was my highest store, but still it brought in total another couple $100,000 in revenue. And then, of course, my students have similar results. You can see here, I just had my first $1,000 sales day on Etsy, another one 500 plus a day on Etsy, another one to $3,600, 900 sales, updated results $3,600 in the last 30 days. And these are actually some of the more modest results. We've had some huge numbers that people have been able to sell. And then it's actually not just Amazon and Etsy. So I talk about Amazon and Etsy a lot, but there's also eBay, Amazon Europe, Amazon Canada, Shopify, Winello, Bonanza. The opportunities are huge. And all of this is really via selling products that you can be proud of. So you can see here just some of the reviews that I've gotten on some of my products, and they're all products that are super high quality that you can feel really, really good about selling. Can I do this too? That might be a question that you are wondering about. And the thing is, I would say yes, because here's the thing about regular online businesses. I don't want to say they're set up to make you fail, but they're kind of hard. I mean, and with the low-hanging system, obstacles are eliminated because there's no Facebook, no inventory, no China, very different to anything you've seen before. It's extremely simple. We've got children doing it, and you can create positive cash flow very quickly. I'm going to give you 5 reasons as to why this system rocks, and then I'm going to actually show you in real time how you can implement it. So first, this helps you get in front of thousands of people. With this method, you don't need to know how to get traffic on your own. You don't need to have paid ad skills or know how to do PPC or SEO or any of those other acronyms you might not even have ever heard of. Because sites like Amazon, Etsy, eBay, they've spent billions of dollars bringing in new customers already. So with this method, you instantly get in front of their customers, level the playing field without having to do any major heavy lifting on your own. You also don't need to spend money because you don't need paid ads with this system. You don't need to buy any inventory up front. You don't need to pay for designers. You can keep it super cheap without having to spend a lot of money. So it's very, very manageable costs. You can spend as much time or as little time as you want on it. So for me, I have multiple other businesses that take up more time. So this is probably like the 3rd business I have in terms of priority level. I probably spend less than an hour a month on it. And I really created this as kind of like a fun thing to do. It was never meant to be such a big income generator, but here we are. It's very, very simple. As I mentioned, we've got children doing it. We've got people from all ages doing it. And you can see these super simple designs can bring in a lot of revenue. So here's one example, just 2 lines of text, right? And it's brought in over $21,000 in sales. Here's another one, super simple, brought in another $21,000 in sales for just this one mug. Another one just changed out the dog breed, another $18,000. Another one, 4 words here, brought in $6,207.70. Super, super simple. And it's because we're going after things that people purchase as presents or make them smile or whatever. This also creates a lot of passive income. You can see here just some of the sales coming in from a 1-day period, and It's just something that you really can create these pipeline income streams where you pop up your designs and watch the sales come in. So here again are other people that are posting their results as well. You can see this person, 19 mugs sold on the weekend, everything shipped already. Another person, 14 orders arrived this morning automatically. You can see on and on. It's pretty cool waking up to sales. Who am I kidding? So lots of sales there. And better yet, it's fun. It's a super fun business model. You can see here, someone says, this is literally the funnest business ever. I have to force myself to stop when I'm on a roll. Another person, this is addicting. Another person, seriously loving this business, Rachel. It truly is a lot of fun, just like you said. And now it's time for you to enjoy this too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you as much as I can in our time together. I have a lot prepared and there's a lot of content here. So within the time that we have, I'm going to give you as much as I can. I really look at this as a system. My low-hanging method, it's a 7-step system. It's really formulaic. You just follow the steps. And if you follow my guidelines, you simply can't do it wrong. So the system just indisputably works. I mean, here you can see exactly 1 month in from opening the shop, and I've joined the triple-digit club, made 100 sales already. Another person, 500 sales. Another person, 100th order. It just works. Here's another one, 400 plus mugs, 349 units on Amazon, 74 on eBay. Another one, over my 1,000 goal. I could literally go on all day. Another 1,000 sales, 100 sales, $8,000. 100 sales, $250, $100. I mean, there's all sizes and shapes of different testimonials and different success stories that people come in. 13 sales by 9:30 a.m. I mean, the thing is, since the start of the pandemic, 3 out of 5 Americans, that's 213 million people, visit Amazon's websites at least once a month. You can see here the numbers have gone up like crazy, and 14 million people since the start of the pandemic have started using Amazon for the first time. So at the height of the lockdown, Amazon was making on average about $33 million an hour while everybody stayed at home. That's about $9,000 in the time it took me to say this sentence. Amazon has posted its biggest ever profit, with revenues jumping 40% to $88.9 billion, which is enough money to buy a Ferrari for every single person in Kansas City. As a result, Amazon's CEO, or was, Jeff Bezos, is the first person in history to crack the $200 billion mark in terms of wealth. Now, all the e-commerce boom needs is you. So here's what we're going to cover. How to make these ugly 10-second designs that sell like gangbusters on sites like Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. How to find winning concepts in seconds. How you can sell thousands of products without ever touching inventory or buying a thing. How to get items sent from the USA and some from Europe on your behalf. The exact designs responsible for bringing in many thousands of dollars. My exact 7-step system for bringing in lots of sales. The exact profit breakdowns you can expect to make per product. The #1 rule for doing well with this model. It directly goes against the majority of advice out there. And a lot more, all adding up to my commitment to you for our time together. You're going to learn exactly how I made, actually it's well over $500,000 in completely passive income last year, and how you can too. I'll walk you through every single step. Now, I'm making some big promises here, and as you probably suspect, at the end of this, I'll have something for sale. I don't want you to even consider it if you feel like I haven't fulfilled on my commitments so far. Does that sound good for you? If so, please type in yes, and we will get to the meat here of how all of this works. Awesome. Okay, good. Seeing some yeses. Yes, perfect. Now, the more engaged that you are here, the better, because you'll get a lot more from this, and then it just kind of revs me up to share all the secrets. Okay, so here's the system. What we're doing is we're creating simple text-based designs just like this. Then we're going to put them on multiple products. And then, of course, we're going to bring in sales. So I'm going to walk you through the steps of the system. So there's a 7-step system. We're going to go into detail here on how you can do these things. The first step is to come up with phrases. So this is basically where we decide what to sell the people who want to give us money. So you know how sometimes you might go on Amazon, you or someone you love, right, might go on Amazon, Etsy, or eBay, and do a search for a gift. Maybe you search for like funny gift for daughter or funny mug for spouse. I mean, everybody does that with all different types of niches. Scrapbooking, traveling, so on. So we want to give people what we know they're already searching for, because they're posting, when you're like searching on Amazon and saying funny knitting mug, you're basically saying, I want to buy a funny knitting mug. we're going on these search engines where people are saying, let me spend money. So we're going to where people want to spend money and we're giving them things to buy. So some examples of things that might work here, for example, would be if someone was searching for funny engineer mug or funny pitbull mug or maybe gift for drummers. Now here's an example of if someone was searching for funny girlfriend mug. This mug has brought in $48,000 in revenue for just the 15-ounce version. We've got a couple different sizes. Here's another one. We just switched out one word, brought in another $39,000 in revenue. Another one, $41,000 in revenue, just switched out another word. Here's the other size variation of the mom one, another $42,000. So the opportunity here is huge. And the cool thing is with this step and with the system, you really can't mess up, because the whole thing is we throw spaghetti at the wall here. We're going to, because you don't have to pay for ads, you don't have to do a lot of research or anything. We just try out a bunch of ideas and kind of see what sticks. So let me actually walk you through and show you how I come up with different phrases, how you can, and then how simple it is, because we're going to actually then take these different phrases that we create and put them on products. Okay, so if I wanted to come up with some kind of phrase, I could search for all kinds of things. Here, I'm going to do funny knitting quotes as an example. And I'm going to just look up and see what's available. We're going to go here to Google Images. And here's an example. It says, I said to myself, I need to do something besides knit today. Then I laughed and laughed. So what I would do would be I would have a file here and I would just rewrite some things, never just directly lifting anybody's phrase or anything, but switching it up to something that I could apply to lots of different niches. So for example, if we see this one, we would rewrite it to maybe like, I thought I wouldn't knit today, then I laughed and laughed. The reason why I like this one was because you could say, I thought I wouldn't knit today, I thought I wouldn't scrapbook, kite surf, basket weave, etc. You can do lots of different things with this particular phrase. Here's when my job is starting to interfere with my knitting. We could say something like, my 9 to 5 is getting in the way of my knitting, for example. Now, by the way, usually if I'm looking up knitting, I wouldn't do knit here. I would change it to something like crochet. Okay, so there's one example. Let's see what else we can think of. Here's what knitting is the answer. I don't care what the question was. You could do something like, so we switch it up a little bit, right? I don't care what the question is. Crocheting is the answer. That's another example. And we can do all kinds of things. So that was funny knitting quotes. We could look up funny knitting memes and see. Here's one. What do you mean knitting doesn't count as exercise? We could do something like, what do you mean crocheting doesn't burn calories? Or laugh, knit, eat, knit, sleep. We could do something like sleep, wake up, drink coffee, knit, repeat, and then do it with, lots of different niches. So that's one way you can come up with lots of different ideas. And you see, those really just took a few seconds. Another way you could go is Pinterest. So here I did a search for just funny crocheting shirt to see, and then we could see what comes up from here. So here, wife, mom, crochet legend, even just something like knitting legend or basket weaving legend or whatever. So Pinterest has some good ideas. Let's see. I have OCD, obsessive crocheting disorder. You could do something like, I've been diagnosed with OKD, obsessive knitting disorder, and then you could do it for lots of different things, right? Obsessive kite surfing disorder, obsessive, speech giving disorder, whatever. Here's one, I just want to crochet and pet my dog. You could do, I just want to knit and pet my dog. I mean, there's all kinds of different things. Or sorry, I wouldn't do pet my dog. I just want to knit and drink coffee. I just want to kite surf and drink coffee. That would be another one. So there's lots of different ideas here. Another thing you can do is go and see what's actively selling already. So here, or what people are saving. So here for Winello, for example, we've got, trust me, I'm a lawyer. If we wanted to do something for occupations, we could do something like, of course I'm trustable, I'm a blank, right? I'm a plumber, engineer, whatever. Let's see what else. And I go on Winello here and I sort by if you sort by what's most popular, you can see what a lot of people have responded to. So some lawyers talk too much and talk too loud. I'm me. I'm some lawyers. Yeah, that's the one. Let's see. This one doesn't have a ton of saves. Normally they do. We can also search on something like Redbubble. Okay, so let's see here. Heart Your Lawyer, that would be a great one. Love Your Local blank. We could do that with different occupations. On Amazon, you can see what's selling there too. So this one, I'm a lawyer to save time. Let's assume I'm never wrong. So, of course, I'm right. I'm a blank. I'm a lawyer. I'm a plumber. I'm a whatever. So, I'm a lawyer, I can't fix stupid, but I can fix what stupid does. We could do that with a lot of different occupations, right? I'm a plumber, I can't fix stupid, but I can work on what stupid does, right? So you can see there's lots of different ways to come up with phrases here. Now, just so you know, people usually ask me at this point, is there any issue with copywriting or anything like that? And not really, because the thing is that we're not lifting anybody's phrases. We're just switching them up. We're changing them for new niches. And so we're acting basically in integrity here. So we're not just going in like, if you were lifting people's phrases or using trademarks or things like that, that would be a problem. But we're not doing that. We're keeping it super simple. Now let's recap here some things to remember in step 1. First, we're creating phrases for groups of people who are actively looking for things to buy. We're never copying completely. You're making variations. So you're just riffing off of cool things. So something like, if you see scrapbooking makes me happy, you can change it to like, scrapbooking is my happy place. You can change out words for brand new niches. So scrapbooking makes me happy could become soccer makes me happy, for example, and all kinds of other things. Lacrosse makes me happy, rugby. We're going to start with word-based designs. Some of the things you can do with images are really shockingly easy, but we want to keep it super simple here. If you're ready for step 2, go ahead and type in yes, and we will get going. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. Okay, great. So the next step is to create your designs. Now, you've seen some real world results here. Text-based designs sell. I actually pulled this screenshot from Amazon bestseller list. You can see most of these are just super simple black text on a white mug, and they sell a ton. These are all, again, on the bestseller list. I just blacked out some curses for anyone who gets easily offended. Not just on Amazon bestseller, but all the time, here's more people saying, first sale on Etsy, a simple text t-shirt I never thought would sell. Another one, someone just purchased 8 of the same mug, text only. Another one, I'm a designer too, but I found the most simple design with a common saying on it that I slapped together in 30 seconds has become my best seller. Here's an example of a mug that I sold. I showed you it before. You're the luckiest dad in the world. I'd love to have me as a daughter. Now, I originally found this when I was searching for something like funny boyfriend mug, and I saw you're the luckiest guy in the world. I'd love to be dating me, something like that. And so I switched it up for dads, and I sold a couple hundred units right away. From there, it was right around Father's Day. And then I still sell them all the time because there's Father's Day every year, there's birthdays, there's just because, there's Christmas. So that one, and then I just changed it to not only you're the luckiest mom, brother, sister, but also occupations, right? So you're the luckiest teacher in the world. I'd love to have me as a student. This could be you're the luckiest coach, client, employee. There's no need to overcomplicate this, and just that simple phrase has brought in over $67,000 in revenue. Here's another one. I do this for the money, said no policeman ever. Now you can take this, I do this for the money, said no government worker, firefighter, teacher ever, right? And that phrase has brought in over $20,000 in revenue. This super simple 4 words has brought in over $8,000 in revenue between this and the travel mug, and I think I have it on a couple other products. So there's a couple different ways that you can come up with phrases. Option 1 is to use WordSwag. So that is a smartphone-based app. I think there's a couple now that say WordSwag. You want to find the one with the highest reviews. And then I think it's $5 or something. You would open up WordSwag. And by the way, I'm going to show you how you can do this on the phone now. And then I'm also going to give you a desktop-based tool if you're not a smartphone user. No worries. But I find that I create designs different ways, but sometimes if I'm like sitting on a plane or I'm just waiting at a doctor's office, I'll just come up with a bunch of designs really quickly. So I like having both options. So with WordSwag, what you do is you open it up, you click transparent backgrounds, and then there's going to be a screen here that says double tap me to change text. So you just double tap that and then type something in here like check out this example, right? Then on the next screen, there's going to be a bunch of different fonts that you can use to change up the design that you have. And then within each font, underneath you see the numbers, the die, you can hit them, and then the text will change different fonts and variations and horizontal and vertical. So for example, here's one of one font, here's another one, here's another one, here's another one, here's even more examples. So you can do this with all kinds. You can also do colors. And then when you're done, you just hit save and it says pick successfully saved to camera roll. And you can come up with tons of designs here really quickly and easily. There's also different web-based tools. So there's PicMonkey, Canva, and Pixplosion. So I'm going to walk you through here how you can use Pixplosion. How it works is you go over to Pixplosion, close this one, I was making some designs this morning, and then we're just going to take a phrase. So for here, I'll just write this one, my 9 to 5 is getting in the way of crocheting. We'll hit save, and that's it. So you see it took basically a couple seconds. Let's see here. My 9 to 5 is getting in the way of my kite surfing. Boom, we have another design that we made in seconds. So I'll save that one. We could do my 9 to 5 is getting in the way of rugby playing. Boom, we have another design in seconds that we can use. And I'm going to show you how you can put these on products and start to sell them. Here's another one. So we've now come up with, 4 designs in the matter of seconds. So this is how you can really start to create these designs super, super easily. Now, what we want to do in this section is we want to go for quantity over quality. I know that sounds weird, but because we don't always know what's going to sell, we're kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall, like I said. So you see that since it only takes a few seconds to create each design, what we want to do is make a bunch of them, kind of see what sticks, and then we can always scale up from there, but we want to go to cast as wide a net as possible. Never spend too much time on any one design. Some like to hire outsourcers. I mean, I've seen people pay $1 to $2.50 per design. Kind of does help you be more passive, but generally I say wait until you're earning profits. Rules for success here, what I like to say is if you chase 2 rabbits, both will escape. So focus on the system in front of you. It really is that simple. Don't try to outsmart it. Don't try to do a bunch of business ideas. Focus on the most important principle. So for low-hanging system, it's really design and title. Now, things to remember here in this section is the simpler the better. Basic black and white text or basic black text on a white mug is just fine. And you'll find I use mugs as my primary example, though I sell all kinds of products. Intricate and fancy might do well on a specialized store, but we're really going here for broad appeal. We also don't want to spend too much time on any one design. The more designs that you make, the more buy buttons you have available for people to purchase from you. When I say buy buttons, I mean when I started marketing online, one of the first pieces that I got of advice that I got was that the amount of money that you make is directly correlated to how many buy buttons you have out there, to how many opportunities you have for people to purchase from you. And so every single time you make a new design and you put it on a new product, you have another buy button out there that people can purchase from. So we just want to make lots and lots of buy buttons here. If that makes sense for you and you're ready for step 3, go ahead and type in yes. I'm going to get a quick sip of water and then we will dig in. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. Okay, so the next step is to launch on usegearbubble.com. Now this is where we're going to take our design and put it on multiple products. Let me actually go out of here and show you a demo on how this all works. So we would go over into Gearbubble and we would go to launch a campaign. In this example, we'll use a coffee mug and then we'll hit next step. And we're going to hit upload design. Here we go, make it a little bit bigger. I like to do 11 and 15 ounce mugs. And then I always click duplicate image on back. This way, if someone is left-handed or right-handed, they'll still see the same image. Then for the title, normally we would use good keywords and everything, which I'll explain later, but for now we'll just keep it simple here. And then we'll just name this whatever we want. So I'm just going to put a bunch of random letters and numbers. And then for the prices, usually I'll do $14.95 and $16.95, and then there's extra shipping. We'll get into the math later. And then we're going to hit I've read and agreed to the terms of service. And then we hit launch campaign. Now, this is super, super easy because here in seconds, you're going to see that we have product pictures that are going to make it look like we've got products ready to sell. So here, we're going to hit view your campaign, and you can see this product is ready to go and ready to sell. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hit save image as, because I'm going to show you here in a little bit how you can actually launch these products on Amazon. Hit save image as again. So I just saved the front and the back, and you can see we came up with a phrase in seconds, and then in seconds we uploaded it to Use Gear Bubble, and then in seconds again we had product images ready to sell. So even though this has actually never been made before, it looks like this is a ready to go product, and so after people purchase it, then it will get made and shipped directly to them. So this is a cool way of hacking and kind of not needing to buy any inventory up front. Okay. So you might be wondering kind of how's the product quality. It is pretty awesome. You can see here people sharing the different reviews that they've gotten. This person, exactly what I ordered, it arrived quickly, looks great. Another one, out of 67 reviews, I've never ever, not even one time, had someone complain. Lots of people, just 5 stars, 5 stars, lots of people saying they have great results. So the product quality is awesome. Mug packaging is practically indestructible. I mentioned I have a couple other businesses. One of the businesses is a warehouse that fulfills a lot of the mug orders actually. And so this has like a 0.07% break rate, which is pretty unheard of. And so you don't have to worry about problems like that. And then sometimes, by the way, you'll also make sales just from listing on GearBubble. Now, I recommend not relying on that because you're not going to get a ton of sales from there, but you can see people say, you know, I'm laughing because it's a good problem to have, but somehow I didn't notice I sold a shirt, got a sale, etc. What I'd love to know is, has this been eye-opening so far? We've still got a lot more content to go, but I'd love to hear if you've learned a lot so far and if you think you've gotten some good stuff out of this. Okay, awesome. I'm saying yes, yes, yes. Learned a ton, eye-opening. I can't believe it's so easy. What a system. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you. I'm glad you're pumped and excited. And basically now we have the products ready to sell. So I'd love to know if you want the rest of the system. If so, please go ahead and type in yes. Awesome. Cool. So in a moment here, I'm going to show you steps 4 through 7. With only a short time together right now, I don't have time to explain all of the steps to you in depth like I have been, but I'm going to have an offer for you that will explain the rest of the steps crystal clear to you. To kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone here, I'm going to walk you through what you get in the offer that I mentioned to you before, as well as give you steps 4 through 7. I'm also going to walk you through creating an Amazon listing, and whether or not you decide to invest, you'll want to pay attention to every word because you're about to learn the rest of the system, plus some tips to help you make sales as fast as possible. Does that sound good to you? If so, give me one more yes. Once I see a bunch of yeses come in, then we'll get going, and I'm going to get a quick sip of water in the meantime. Beautiful. Yes, 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 yes. Let's go. Can't wait. Let's hear it. Awesome. Okay, so you have steps 1 through 3 so far. Find a niche, make a great design, launch on usegearbubble.com. And the next step in the system is how to find sales getting keywords so that you can get found. So here in the course, what we talk about, I'm going to give you the overview of like what we go over in the course and then just kind of the general thing. And then of course, inside the training has a lot more details. But what we want to do in step 4 is figure out both the obvious terms and the not so obvious terms that people are searching for. So for example, you might know that people are searching for something like lawyer gifts, but maybe not environmental lawyer gifts, for example. And what we want to do is kind of grab the honeypot niches because everyone can think about lawyer gifts. But when we get the sub niches, the ones that people don't think about, that's where there's a lot of money to be made. And when you find these keywords, it helps you get your products to the top of the search engines as well. Now, the normal way to do this is to manually look through keywords or try to find some software that usually doesn't work very well because you put in a word like lawyer and you're going to see lawyer apron, lawyer, all these different things. I actually had a secret tool developed that makes it super, super easy to come up with really great words. So what it does is you put in a main word, for example here, accountant mug, and then it looks for every permutation of accountant mug that people are searching for. So for example, accountant noun mug, it shows you how many searches there were for each of these phrases the last month. Then it will tell you the number of results there are on Amazon for it, and then also Etsy and eBay. And then it sorts by opportunity ranking. So this is like my favorite thing that I've ever created. It is so cool. It basically just hand delivers you epic niches because it will show you what has the most searches, the fewest results, and then you can see what people are saying. Hi, I want to spend money on this, but there's nothing or not very much on Amazon, Etsy, or eBay for them to buy. I just freaking love this tool, and it saves so much time. So many people have gotten bestsellers from this tool. The next step is to launch on Amazon. So we've created the products, we've gotten the awesome keywords, and now it's time to launch on Amazon. So launching on Amazon can create so many sales. You can see here $2,000 for just a few words on a shot glass because there's many different products that you can sell. Here's another one, just another word from the variations that I showed you earlier, another $3,600. Here's another one, $15,000 in revenue. Here's another one, another $15,000 in revenue, $18,000, $14,000. We've just got so many, and Amazon can be so good. There's so many sales. It takes just under a minute to list on Amazon, you'll see, and lots of people just do so well there. So what we go over inside the training is how you can rank high on Amazon search engine so that people can find and buy your items, how you can jumpstart your sales velocity. So basically there's a little hack that you can use to find a secret audience of buyers who will buy your products, and then basically teach Amazon that people like to purchase from you, and then Amazon will reward you by showing your products to more people. So it's kind of a cool workaround that you can do. Inside the training, we also go over how you can sell personalized mugs, because you can start to make a lot more money by selling custom personalized items. Now, we also go over how you can set your accounts up the easy way, how you can sell as an international seller, so even if you live outside of the United States, how you can avoid paying for UPCs. Now, a lot of people, when they sell on Amazon, they think they need to pay it's a special unique product code that is like $1 plus per, sometimes it's even more. You can skip having to make any fees for anything like that. Tons of tips and tricks for maximizing your sales, and a ton more in this section. You can see this just works so beautifully. Here's people saying selling 25 plus a day. I broke $200 for the first time, $1,000 a day. Another person just sold my 1,000th product through low-hanging system. It's just beautiful. Now, let me actually go out of here and show you how you can launch a product on Amazon and how easy it is. Okay, so we're gonna go over to Amazon, and we're gonna go over to inventory, and then add a product, and then you're gonna see this. So what we're doing is we're gonna go, I'm adding a product not sold on Amazon because we've just created this out of thin air. The product that we created has never been made before. Then we're gonna search for novelty coffee mug category. We're gonna hit select category here, and then we're gonna go in and plug in the product name. So normally we would have the keywords ready and everything would be good there because we'd be doing the full system, but since we only have a limited time here, we're just going to do that. We're going to grab the UPC code, which normally you do not need, so I just wanted to do that here so you could see how to do it the long, expensive way, but you certainly won't need to do it once you kind of go through the training. So we have that, then we're going to go over to offer. First we're going to click I will ship this item myself. Now you are not physically shipping this item yourself. You're going to have warehouses that will ship it for you. But the reason why we want to click this is because if we clicked Amazon will ship and provide customer service, then that would mean we would need to buy inventory in advance. And you don't actually have to buy any inventory whatsoever because this is all made to order. So for price, we can go, I either do $19.95 and $5 shipping or $19.95 including shipping. For quantity, I'm just going to put a bunch of 9s here since we have unlimited inventory. I'm going to hit condition, new, and then I'm going to go over to images, and we're just going to grab those images that we saved before, plug them in, and hit save and finish, and that's it. That's how easy it is. It says in 15 minutes, everything's going to get uploaded into the Amazon catalog. So this is super simple. Now, actually, before I even go in here, I should show you, there is a way to make it even more simple, which is there's something called an integration where you can upload your product into Use Gearbubble, and then you can actually make it so you can hit upload and then have your item automatically sent over to Amazon. And then every time you make a sale, the customer information gets sent back through Gearbubble, gets sent to the warehouses, and the orders get made, shipped, tracking numbers get updated back to your customers, and then it's completely hands-off, passive. So you definitely want to get access to the integration to make it as easy as possible, but if you wanted to do it the long way, there you have it. So there's that. This integration, like I'm talking about, is spectacular, and there's just so many awesome things that you can do with this. Now, like I said before, sell personalized mugs. They're really a great option. You can charge more for them, and people will happily pay. And then sometimes people just love it. Like you can see here, someone says just got a custom order for 140 pieces of clothing. Another one, 260 orders that she got from an organization. Lots of really cool things. So the normal way that you do Amazon is to use fulfilled by merchant. So that's what I was showing you here when you click, I would want to ship this item myself to the customer if it sells. And that's because we're not shipping any inventory to Amazon in advance. That looks like this on a Amazon page. So you can see there's no Prime button, but you can make tons and tons of sales this way. And that's how a lot of people make a lot of sales. After you start selling a lot of items, like fulfilled by merchant, where you don't actually buy in inventory in advance, then if you want to advance, you can go to the products that are selling well for you, or I have some pretty cool ways where you can get profitable mugs and you can send them to Amazon, and then you'll get the Prime button, and so you'll make even more sales that way. Either way you make sales, but this is an advanced strategy to bring in even more profit. Okay, so your next step is to launch on more sites. So we've already gotten our keywords, we've gotten our products, we've gotten our keywords, we've launched on Amazon. Now we launch on more sites because these sites can bring in so many more sales. Here you can see someone on eBay, $1,000, another person talking about more sales. Etsy is actually a lot better for new sellers, I would say now. I still love Amazon. I recommend getting on both, but Etsy you can make some really fast sales. So what we cover in the training is how to get top sales, getting tips for eBay and Etsy, access to personalized support from eBay representatives, an incredible free tool, shows you exactly what titles to use for your keywords, best tips from top selling Etsy and eBay sellers, how to automate getting a lot of feedback. I mean, there's a lot in this course on how you can make more sales on these platforms. And you can see it works. Here's someone saying 95-day-old shop got 800 sales. Another person, 13 sales. It's only 9:30 a.m. So the next step after that is to process your orders, because if you're following the system, I mean, like I said, I can't guarantee anything, but it starts to become almost inevitable that you make sales, because if you're following and you're making these listings where people are saying, hey, I want to give you money, it starts to become inevitable, right? So in the step 7 in the training, we go over what you can do after you make sales. So what happens next is, after you make a sale, your order gets submitted to Use Gearbubble. Your design is printed, put onto a product. There's no minimum order needed. Products are shipped directly to your customer from within the USA or Europe, not China, in a matter of days. You'll get tracking numbers that you can give to your customers, or they'll be automatically updated for you completely hands-off. And that's really it. So how it works with the integration, if you're using that integration that I showed you where you just hit the upload button. Basically, you create your design, add it onto Use Gearbubble, one-click upload for your item to be sent to the marketplaces. Customers use your product, they buy it. The order information gets sent back to the Use Gearbubble fulfillment centers. Your items get made within the United States, shipped directly to customers, usually within 1 to 3 days. And I'll also show you how you can get them made in other countries as well. Tracking numbers get sent back to your Amazon, Etsy, or eBay store, and then you kind of collect the profits while all the work happens automatically. And you get to sell all different types of unique items, by the way. So you can see here, someone say bracelet, shot glass, travel mug, pillowcase, mug, tea, shirts, bracelet, shot glasses. There's lots and lots of different things that you can sell. Now, inside the training, because I own the warehouse that fulfills a lot of products, you also get access to products that not everybody else gets. So some of these, like shot glasses, were something that we offered to people inside this training before anyone else had them, color changing mugs. And so we pretty consistently add in new products that you can sell that other people don't have access to. Now, wouldn't you like to learn how to fail 98% of the time and still build a highly profitable business? I say this because, remember, I said this is throwing spaghetti at the wall. It is totally fine if 98% of your designs don't work out. You've seen they take seconds to create, right? But the ones that do work out can end up creating a lot of revenue. I mean, you've seen my numbers here. And the great thing about this business model is that you are meant to fail. It's part of the process. I mean, if you upload one single design, it's probably not going to be an instant hit, and that is totally okay. It's a numbers game, right? You upload 100 listings, it might look like this. 85 of them don't sell a thing, 10 get a sale here or there, 3 do okay, 2 kill it, right? It could look like that. It's a numbers game. Does 100 listings sound like a lot? Well, you come up with a slogan in your design, for example here, only a surfer knows the feeling, and then duplicate it for another audience. Only a dancer knows the feeling. How many audiences can you find? You saw how quickly we came up with those designs before. Here's a ton. So that's 60 listings there in the blink of an eye, right? But why stop there? Put each of these slogans, these 60 slogans, on 15 different products. That's 900 listings that you can create really, really quickly. Now we're at 900 listings in no time, right? But why even stop there? Because there's 3 major platforms. You've got Amazon, eBay, Etsy. If you can list each of the 450 products on each of the 3 major platforms, that means you've created 2,700 listings in a very short amount of time. That's 2,700 listings from a single design. They may take a few minutes to put up and cost nothing. And can you see from there how you can fail 98% of the time and still build a highly profitable business? Spoiler alert, by the way. Keep watching to learn how to get my team to just give you 100 designs. Here's more people, by the way, to show you how people are doing with this system. You can see here this person, $1,200 revenue, $500 in profit. He only has 58 designs up on Amazon and 66 on Etsy, and he still brought in, it looks like $500 profit, $1,200 total sales. This person, he only has 41 listings up and he had $1,000 that he sold on Amazon. I mean, this happens, right? Sometimes you get interrupted though. Here someone says, I've been trying to upload a couple of new listings today, but I keep getting interrupted by orders. What a problem, right? Now let's go over the numbers, by the way, because I can tell you, all the time I'm making so much money, but if there's actually not profit, it's not very useful, right? So let's dig into the numbers. Here's the math on the print-on-demand mugs. Once you make a sale, you bring in $19.95 for the 11-ounce white mug. Your expenses are going to be $2.99 to Amazon. You pay 15% to them after you make a sale, nothing up front. $4.95 for a mug cost, $4.95 for shipping. And that's what you would pay to Gear Bubble. The mug cost, it doesn't matter like how many colors are on the mug or anything like that. So your total expenses are $12.89. So you bring in $19.95, you spend $12.89, your net profit is $7.06 per mug. Now, you could also charge more, especially for personalized mugs. You could do other products, but on average, $7.06 profit, take-home profit, every time you sell an 11-ounce white mug. Now, here's the numbers for a recent week for me. That's 1,206 sales in the last week. That is $8,514 in take-home profit, which is $34,057.44 a month in take-home profit. Not just sales, but take-home profit over $34,000. And that's just mugs, by the way. So you can see over here, it says product name, mug is highlighted. You can take the same designs and put them on pillowcases, posters, necklaces, shirts, shot glasses, hoodies, all these things, multiplying your profit opportunity. And you could put a lot more time into this than I do, because as I told you, this is a fun side project for me. So let's recap. Number 1, you use the simple fill in the blanks tool to come up with slogans for mugs. 2, you list the mugs on giant e-commerce stores like Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. And number 3, when someone buys it, your print-on-demand fulfillment house sends them out automatically. The e-commerce income pipeline. The big thing that I really want you to get out of today is don't break your back lifting buckets for the next 30 years. Instead, build an online income pipeline starting today and take advantage of the e-commerce mega boom ahead. Now, here's the real opportunity that I see for you on Amazon, Etsy, eBay, etc. Most people selling on Amazon are limited by the amount of stock that they can buy. Plus, they need to source from overseas. Through my system, you can have thousands of products selling, and don't buy any stock until you've sold it. I mean, there's so many cool things that you can do here. What you need to win is you need the right design formulas, you need the right software integrations to make it automated, and you need the right help. So wealth isn't just money in the bank, right? It's knowing how to replicate it over and over again. So here is what you need in order to sell. Number one, you're going to need the right design formulas. This is something that we've actually got covered inside the training I was telling you about, the right design formulas to help you make sales, because I want to set you up to succeed, right? You need the right software integrations to make it automated. So these are the things I was showing you before so that you can make it passive and hands-off. And then, of course, you need the right help. You need to make it as inevitable as possible that you're able to succeed. And the good news is you have a step-by-step system to follow. It's not about whether you can do this. It's about whether you can put the work in and follow my step-by-step training to find great products. I've already gone before you so I can share how I do it. And this is really about training and educating you to be a successful e-com seller so that you can really feel confident that your investment of time today leads to a totally different future tomorrow. That's something that you really can achieve just through hard work at the day job. I mean, some of the things that you could find rewarding with your own Amazon business. Amazon paydays for 4 hours of work, right? Travel, online communities of entrepreneurs, better things to talk about at parties, more energy, more mojo. You can work at cafes, co-working spaces, work in shorts, school pickup. I mean, it just gives you a lot more opportunity to be free when you have something like this. Now, are you ready to plug into that flow? Yes? Who here wants to potentially build their own e-commerce sales pipeline? What if there was a way to do what I've taught you, but at a much faster pace, one that helps you become even more automated? Would that be worth it for you? Would you like to be able to create a pipeline fast so that you can start having these sales come in all the time? I mean, here's the thing, where to from here? When you come to that fork in the road and you know that you can't keep doing things the same way, that something has to change for your future to change, it's time to start thinking about what you want to do to get all the help, support, and tools you need to have a different story. I mean, the thing is that 12, 24 months from now, there's going to be a lot of Amazon millionaires. What's the alternative, right? You can watch Netflix, or you can invest that 30 minutes a day getting started with your first simple product. I've got students who started in the past few weeks who already have their first product selling. We have people who actually get sales really, really quickly. I can't say everyone does, however it happens, right? So the big opportunity here is, what if you could join a group with serious buying power, get all the tools, help, support that you need to build a highly profitable business for less than what it would cost you to do alone? I invested years and years into doing the research for you. You can always make more money, but if you could never ever get back the time you'd have to put into learning all of this from scratch, and I trust my mistakes could save you years. So introducing the low-hanging system. This is a simple plug-and-play income system. It's really the easiest way to build a side income in your spare time that can easily outstrip your full-time income. You get video-based training with step-by-step instructions that anyone can follow, regardless of your background or past experience. Money Tree step-by-step video training. So step one, you find great concepts. First things first, right? We need to find a quote or a slogan that's likely to sell like hotcakes. Then we go into making a great design. So all of this is in more detail than what we went over today. No need to be a designer. I make it super simple to come up with a best-selling design. Step 3, launching your products. Step 4, finding keywords. You get that beautiful tool that I was sharing with you. Step 5, launch on Amazon, post on Etsy, eBay, Shopify, process your order, and time to get paid, basically. So time to discover everything that you need to know here. Then from there, if you want to scale up, if you want to take your business to the next level, this is the module that you need. Here are some people, more people. I've told you I've got thousands of results here, having more results. You can see this person had a rough day, but I almost hit $8,000 at Amazon today. So that's not that rough of a day. Another person, $3,000 in profit. Another one, over $20,000 in the last 30 days. Now, what you get inside the low hanging is you get full step-by-step video training that has helped thousands of people start an online business. The total market value is $2,997. And that's just, that's just for the training. But I showed you before how I made over $30,000 in profit in just 1 month on Amazon. And you're basically seeing the entire system that I've used for over half a decade at this point. So I think it's worth a lot more than that, but I'm trying to be conservative. So you get the step-by-step video training, but you don't want to manually process every order that you get, right? That would be a nightmare. So you also get that Gearbubble VIP integration. Gearbubble allows you to fully automate fulfillment, right? So you put up your design, hit the upload button, and then you can have your items sent to Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. This is something that would normally cost you $421 a month. I just took these screenshots right from the Gearbubble page. $421 a month. And this is so helpful to make things automated. You can say, I still get so excited with every sale. I say, eek, sale, and then literally do nothing else because they have the integration, right? Another person, with the integration, you sit back and let the machine do all the work. Another one, on vacation in California, keep getting an average of 5 orders per day. Love LHS. Another one, we've hardly done anything for our business since June of this year, so this is 5 months later, and he brought in over $1,000, and it's all automated. So what you get with this package is you get 1 year of unlimited access to integration with Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. That's $421 a month times 12 months. That's $5,052 in total market value. Like, people actually pay for this every single month. There's many, many people that do. We got a special deal with Gearbubble. So far, you get this step-by-step video training and the integration. That's a $5,000 real-world value. I mean, both of these are real-world. I think the training is very much undersold here, but that's okay. Now, if you have no graphic art skills, no problem. You're also going to be getting access to Pixplosion. Pixplosion will basically help you make an unlimited number of designs instantly for 12 whole months. That's the tool I was showing you before with our specially made graphic design software. I developed this specifically for low-hanging system. It's normally $37 a month, which times 12 months is a market value of $444. So now you get the step-by-step video training for $2,997, the Gearbubble VIP integration for over $5,000, Pixplosion for $3,600 value, but we said $444, that's fine. Either way, thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, what if you get stuck, right? Good question. Well, you also get unlimited help desk support. So if you need help, you can just reach out to our help desk as often as you need. We love to help. We've actually got a team of incredible people in help desk who have gone through the system and want to make your life as easy as possible. They love cheering along when they see you getting sales. So this is valued at $99 per month for 12 months, total market value of over $1,100. So now you get the step-by-step training, the integration, Pixplosion, help desk support, total market value, almost $10,000 here. Even at $9,681, this would be one of the least expensive businesses that you could start. You don't need inventory, vehicles, equipment, payroll, bond or rent for premises, insurances. I mean, super inexpensive. And it's something that actually works. You can see here, $32,000 so far last 30 days. This person, 1,000 sales. This person sold 23 mugs in 1 day. We see these kinds of things all the time. If you've been paying attention to the names, you'll see these names have all changed. They're all unique people that are getting tons of sales. Now, if you look at a common business and you look at the startup costs, a retail store could be $100,000, a cafe, $200,000, hardware, $120,000, hair salon, $62,000, restaurant, $100,000. Now, what about a franchise, right? A ready-made system like the low-hanging system, you would need a minimum of $955,000 in non-borrowed personal resources to be considered for a McDonald's franchise. For a Subway, it would cost it would be somewhere between $116,600 to $263,000, plus an annual franchise fee of $15,000 plus 8% of sales. Dunkin' Donuts requires you to have at least $250,000 liquidity and a net worth of $500,000 per unit. I mean, the total initial investment ranges from $228,000 to almost $1.7 million just to open up one of these franchisees. Now, these are all huge brand name franchises, I recognize. But here's some ones that maybe you haven't heard of. This one, $70,000, $60,000, $50,000. I haven't heard of many of these places until researching. Have you? Look, all of these things are so much more expensive. And most businesses that you might start don't have the capacity to scale like the low-hanging system. I mean, here someone says $4,700 in the last 7 days. This person, almost $800,000 on Amazon while I was sidelined with a stroke and I wasn't even paying attention. Another person, $110,000 in sales for November through December. And the thing is that you're not going to need to invest $9,681 today. It's I thought about even $7,497, which would also be super reasonable given that just 1 month of profits is over $30K and you're getting all of this software and it's a deal, not $7,500. I mean, $5,052 is what you would pay for the integrations outside of low-hanging system, which would mean everything else is basically free for just that alone. But it's not that. List price is $2,997, but you don't even have to invest that. The webinar only price, today only, is 3, not 7, not 5, 3 easy monthly payments of $497. I tried to make it as no-brainer as possible because I live for seeing success stories here. So what you're getting inside low-hanging system is the training, the integrations, Pixplosion. I mean, look at all this, $3,000 value, $5,000 value, $444, unlimited help desk support. Total market value, $9,681 conservatively here. You can get all of that for 3 easy monthly payments of $497. Just click the Enroll Now button to get started. There's also a no questions asked money back guarantee. So if you change your mind in the next 7 days, just email support for a full refund, no questions asked. It's that simple. Really, I know you're probably, I really tried to make this a no-brainer. I still, whenever I see people posting in our group and sharing that they're getting results, I still do little dances. It makes me excited. And that's why we have such a low price. And there's more. By signing up right away, you're going to get your hands on some extra special bonuses as well. Your free bonus, your first bonus, is that you're going to get 3 free boxes of mugs. That's 3 boxes, 108 in total, of white mugs sent straight to Amazon. Now I say white mugs, but they'll have your design on top of them. There's a training that I'll give you on how you can choose the best possible mugs, the best designs to put on mugs, and we'll ship them to Amazon on your behalf so that they have the Prime button. Now, remember when I walked you through the math for the first mugs, the fulfilled by merchant mugs, when you ship them or when your warehouse ships them as they're ordered? That's $7.06 per mug. Now, when you have the mugs that are free and you send them to Amazon, you actually have a lot more profit. It's $14.03 profit per mug because you don't have to pay for the mug, you don't have to pay for shipping. I overestimated the shipping just to put a shipping label on the box to send to Amazon. You do have slightly higher Amazon fees, but because you're only paying those, you only have expenses of $5.92 per mug. So you bring in $19.95, spend $5.92, you make $14.03 per mug. Now, each box has 36 mugs. You're getting 3 boxes. So $14.03 per mug times 36 mugs is $505.08 in profit per box. So your 3 boxes of mugs can pay for the entire cost of this program. I can't make it that much easier for you. The thing is, FBA, it adds so many sales. Here you can see my mugs were sent to Amazon last week. They're almost sold out. Another person, I've now sold through about 16 boxes of FBA mugs, could have done easily double or triple that. Another one, I sent in 5 cases to FBA, all in proven designs, just about sold out. On and on and on. This can be super, super useful. So what a bonus, right? So here's what you're getting inside the low-hanging system. The video training, $3,000 value. Gear Bubble integrations, $5,000 value. Pixplosion, $444 value. Help desk support, $1,188 value. No questions asked, money back guarantee. Free bonus, 3 boxes of mugs. Sell and pay for the entire program, $1,500 value. All for 3 easy payments of $497. Remember, you're just one winning mug idea away. How simple is this mug, right? It brought in over $26,000 in revenue. Here's another super simple one, brought in over $24,000 in revenue. Here's another one, over $18,000 in revenue. And you've seen the profit margins, they're healthy. Here's another one, $12,000, $16,000. I mean, there's so many. Now, let me answer some of the questions that you might have. First is, if these are questions that you might have people ask sometimes. First thing is, if too many people sell the same thing, won't it saturate the market? Well, the thing is, if you were here in the beginning, you saw that my numbers go up every single year for over half a decade. We've got tons of people making more sales every year. And the thing is, couldn't you say the same about every business? Is that a reason to not start a business? I don't think so. And plus, I mean, especially now, you've seen the pandemic, there's more people shopping online, there's more niches to make products for. This has absolutely not been an issue. And just to show you real world results, here's someone who was looking at her stats. She said February 2018, she made 59 sales. February 2019, 259. February 2020, 724 sales. She said, that doesn't even seem right. Another person, 2,500 increase from 2019 to 2020. Another person, year over year orders and revenue is an increase of 62%. Another question you might want to know, what additional expenses are there? None, really. So the way it works is on Amazon, there's something that you can sign up for if you want. It's $40 a month, which you don't need, but it makes it a bit easier. So if you can swing it, great, but not necessary. On eBay, I walk you through how you can get your 6 months of listings, your first 6 months of listings completely for free. And then after that, it's like 10 cents a listing or something. And then Etsy is 20 cents per listing. And I walk you through how you can get your first 40 listings for free on there. So it is so easy to get started. I mean, that's why it's low hanging. Another question is, how much can I make and how long? Well, I'll answer, but it's really tough, right? Because it depends on a lot of things. It depends on how much work you're prepared to put in, if you have a natural aptitude, how well do you overcome hurdles, maybe even a little luck. So here's what I'll tell you. I've seen people quit their day jobs in 90 days, and I've seen it take people a whole year. I've also seen people take no action or give up at the first hurdle and make no money at all. So let me put this back on you, right? If you knew in advance that you had to spend 6 hours a week for one whole year, and in that year you would endure many failures, but at the end of the year you'd have a business earning at least as much as you do at your job now, would you start? If the answer is no, you're probably not the sort of student that we're looking for. It's not that it's going to take a year, but it might. And if you're not willing to stick it out, let's part as friends, and I really hope that you learned something. If, on the other hand, you'd be willing to work at least 6 hours a week for a whole year to build a business that can completely replace your income, still working 6 hours a week, this is for you. But you will need to act quickly before we shut it down to new students. Now, let me also show you here, will it take a while? Here's some results. This is not necessarily typical, but here's some results. This person said $4,136 in sales the last 30 days. Just a couple of months ago, he had nothing. Another person, over a 100-day-old shop, she had over 1,000 sales. Let's see, 1 to 2 sales per day, and it's only my first week. Another person says I made 6 figures in profit, take-home profit, my first year, and I've only ever had 500 to 900 listings at any one time. Another question you might be wondering is, can you live outside of the United States? Absolutely. Here you can see people bragging about sales, bragging in the best way, living in Malaysia, Singapore, New Zealand, Australia, Vietnam, France. All over the world you can live. Next, people ask, who's going to pay $19.95 for a mug? Well, the reality is, all kinds of people. Here's just some people sharing that not only will people pay $19.95, but they'll even pay more for the mugs. I like to say $19.95. The thing is, if you're going after the mega competitive phrases, just like if someone's searching funny mug, it's going to be a race to the bottom in terms of pricing. You're not going to be able to compete with them. However, if you're making sales in or making designs in niches that there aren't so many designs in, for example, like Pitbull Mom or Funny Drummer Mug or something like that, people are paying for the gift. They're paying to smile or because they want to get a gift that makes people like feel good or feel personalized. So people will pay it all day long. It's still under $20. It's not an issue. I mean, you see my sales, you see other people sharing their sales. The next thing is, how much time will I need, you might be wondering. Well, if you have 30 minutes per day to invest in this, you can make it work. I mean, the more time and effort you put in, the quicker that you can grow and succeed. How is support? You could see here people are saying, I've signed up to this very recently. I'm totally gobsmacked at how fantastic the group is. Another one, I'm involved in several support groups. I like this one the best. Another one, just joined yesterday, started the course today. Group looks terrific, just what a newbie needs. Help and advice where necessary, nothing more. And that's just the group. I mean, we've also got an epic help desk that you get access to. Now, free bonus number 3, you've already gotten so many things, but you also get the Spot Niches software. Okay, so here's an example. We put in the word accountant shirt. I did accountant mug before. I just figured I'd roll with accountant again and show you that you could do all kinds of different products. So here we have make my bank account great again shirt. There were 100 people looking for it. 100 people last month wanted to spend money on this and only 16 results. So then it goes through the opportunity score. Now you can do this with all kinds of things. We've got funny accounting shirts, hold police accountable, Trump account suspended. I mean, people on both sides of the political spectrum are looking for things to purchase. Here's another example. We've got engineer mug. So for here, I just put that in and it looks like people are searching for DevOps engineer mugs. So 100 searches, only 12 results on Amazon. And by the way, this is on Amazon, but you could also do this for eBay and Etsy. Chief engineer mug, we've got a lot of people searching, not that many results, etc. And it goes all the way down. And so this is just a spectacular tool. It's the favorite tool that I've ever created because it just hand delivers you these things that people are searching for, they want to spend money on, and they don't have a lot of opportunity to purchase. So it's fantastic. Now, Spot Niches normally sells for $97 a month and people happily pay it. But when you purchase Low Hanging today, you're going to get 1 year completely free. So that's a total market value of $1,164 in real world payments. So now for the final time here, here's everything that you're getting. You're getting the step-by-step video training, value of $2,997. Gearbubble VIP integration, $5,052 value. Pixplosion, unlimited designs, $444 value. Unlimited help desk support, $1,188 value. No questions asked, 100% money back guarantee. Free bonus number 1, 3 boxes of mugs. This can sell and pay for the entire program. That's $1,515 in value. Spot Niches software, $1,164 value. Now, if you look at these aren't numbers that I'm just like throwing up out of anywhere. These are based on real world numbers. The total market value is over $12,000 and you can get started for 3 easy payments of $497. I mean, I can't make it that much easier. Plus you have the 7-day guarantee. And you'll also get another bonus. You're going to get 100 personalized designs done for you. So we're going to get you started with 100 unique designs. So you can use each design on many different products, creating basically thousands of products with just these simple designs. These designs have helped create a lot of bestsellers. You can see here someone saying, as a matter of fact, one of the designs I got from the club, which is my designs, is a bestseller. Another one, just got my first mug sale. Yes, it's one of those ugly designs that Rachel's team did. Another one, just made my 5th mug sale. 2 of them were from the Done For You designs that came with this course. Total market value here, say $1,000. These are based on the kind of templates that go bestsellers. And of course, this is going to create a complete catalog of products for you. So really, what's your worst case scenario here? What's your best case scenario? And what do each of these look like 2 years from now? I mean, if we look at the worst case scenario, what's the worst thing that happens, right? You purchase the course, decide you don't like it, you get your money back guarantee, and you're in and out within a week. Best case scenario is you can join the thousands of people that have gotten results with this course. I mean, what do each of these look like though? Like worst case, you don't like it, no harm, no foul, right? But best case, 2 years from now, where could you possibly be if you were able to start getting some of the results that people here have gotten? I mean, really, again, fast forward 2 years from now. What's the worst case scenario? What's the best case scenario? Best case scenario. What kind of car would you drive if you were reaching all of your income goals? Do you have a kind of car that would be exciting for you? Or would you travel? That's my kind of thing of choice, is traveling. Would you travel? Where would you go? I mean, there's all kinds of places. Look at these beautiful pictures. So many options here. Would these be things that you would be wanting to do? Would you want to go to these places? Maybe, do you have kids? Would you want to send them to a good school? I know that we have a couple people that have actually shared that they've gotten with their results. They've sent their kids to private schools. We have one person I'm thinking of in particular who lives in Australia, who she said that this is like her income from this has paid for her kids' school education. Are there causes that you would support? Are there special things that you would like to support if you had extra income coming in? That's one of the things that I love most about these kind of businesses, is that I'm able to help impact causes that I really believe in. What would your house be like? Would you still live where you are now? Best case scenario, if you were letting your mind run free, what would your best case scenario be? I mean, it's fun to dream, right? Like, what kind of house? Would you live near the water? Would you live in the mountains? Would you live where you are now? Maybe just get an addition to your house. Or what would be the best case scenario? I mean, hey, it's just fun to dream, right? I can tell you what success means to me. My kind of best case scenario is, what I like to do is, here's a couple pictures from my life. The left-hand side is my nephew. Every summer, I take him to usually LA. We live in Pennsylvania now in the States, but usually we take him to LA for a month, and he just has the best time. We take him to the beach every day. He lives his best life. We rent boats sometimes, and it's just so fun. I cherish this time with him. And it's just, I love it. So that's one thing that success means to me. Here's another, this is a picture of my mom and I in Israel. I took her on this beautiful trip in October of last year, and it was spectacular. We ended up just staying at these incredible places. We had these huge suites overlooking the water, eating so much food, having just such a great time. It was just such a healing, beautiful trip for both of us. So success to me means taking the people that I love on fun trips and spending time with them. And then also, I had a fun goal. Here's the other picture. I had a fun goal late last year that I wanted to try and help 1 million people in 100 days. The goal was to see how I could try to impact 1 million people. And so one of the things that I did was work with Donors Choose. They work with a bunch of different teachers who have students, and they need supplies for different things. And so was able to help hundreds of thousands of students in part of the goal, and then I did other things too. But this was a cool little thing they sent me about how they were grateful that I was able to support their organization. So to me, success means just travel with the people that I love, be able to do nice things and share back. And I don't know what success means to you, but it's fun to think about. I would love to hear what success means to you. And again, when we're thinking about this, your worst case scenario, your best case scenario, do you think that it's worth the risk? I mean, what's the risk really? That you make one payment, you decide you don't like it, and you send back, you get the guarantee. But the best case scenario, I mean, there's just so much opportunity. Now, here's the thing. The real reason that I think that people don't take action, they're scared they're going to fail. You know, it's not about the money. I think it's about the feeling of being a failure. That's really false though, because the thing is, you have that feeling if you don't try. Don't let your mind trick you. Don't let your mind think that you're going to fail. The only way you can fail is if you don't try. How can you possibly fail if you have a guarantee the other way? You know what I mean? This really just works. The only question is, will you work it? Because here again are some more people sharing that they've gotten results. $2,000, 8 orders today so far, $200, $1,000, 100 sales on Etsy, 5 sales of the same exact mug today, $8,500, 200 sales. So many things are like this. Here's another person saying, you know, after reading about someone else's success, she went to go check hers. She didn't realize she got $200,000 so far in that year. In 9 months, over $200,000 in revenue. This really, the reason why I get so passionate about this, the reason why you hear it in my voice is because I've seen this work over and over and over for people. For the final time here, here's everything that you're getting. You're getting the step-by-step video training, the gear bubble integrations, which people pay over $5,000 for per year, Pixplosion, you see how you can make these designs super fast in seconds, unlimited help desk support, premium support, you get the no questions asked 100% money back guarantee, free bonus number 1, 3 boxes of mugs, which can sell and pay for the entire program. Free bonus number 2, Spot Niches software, $1,164 value. Free bonus number 3, 100 personalized designs done for you, $1,000 value. That's a total market value of $13,360. And you can get it all for 3 easy payments of $497. That's it. Just click the Enroll Now button to get started. If you are having any issues purchasing, please reach out to our support team at customersupport@knowledgesource.com.au. They should be able to help, but it should be fine. If you do enroll now, you should be able to get through everything. But this support desk will be able to help you. Now, if you are in the US or Canada, we've got another bonus for you. You are also going to get a free consultation plus free LLC setup. So, if you desire, after you sign up, to create a business, because best case scenario, you'll be making a lot of money, right? You'll be able to work with these people. They'll help you claim up to 280 expenses as a tax deduction, including the cost of this program. So if you're in the US and Canada, you'll be able to talk with I have friends here that have this company that have been helping a lot of people, and they can help you kind of figure out how to claim things as a tax deduction. So if you want to take part of that, you don't need to set up an LLC, but if you'd like to, because of the best case making some money here, you'll be able to get that complimentary call, total market value $300 there. Now, I would caution you, don't look at this as a cost. This is not like it's buying the latest iPhone or something. This is an investment with an expected return. This is an investment into figuring out how to make sales easy, how to have the tools, all the different things to help you with a return. I mean, the mugs alone should be able to give you a return. So what I would love to know now is, do you have any questions? Is there anything that I can help answer? Let's see. How much? Great. How much time do I need? So sure. How much time do you need? I would say the more time you put in, obviously, the better. But I would allow at least 30 minutes per day to be able to go through everything. So there's a start here section that helps you kind of get the lay of the land. That's like less than 90 minutes worth of content. And so that's what you definitely need. But obviously, the more time you can put into it, the better. But I'd say if you could do 30 minutes a day, awesome. Let me see what else. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I've never even tried to build any online business. I have zero tech skills. Can I still do this? Yes, 100%. We've helped hundreds of people go from zero to highly successful. You can too. I don't really have any tech skills myself. It just makes me cranky when I do anything tech. It's super low tech, super chill. Let me see. Thank you guys. I'm glad you got a lot out of this. Do I get access to everything immediately? Yes. So you get access to the training, everything right away, so you can start going really within minutes. You make your payment, you should be able to get in right away. Mark is concerned about the information overload here. Yes, that's fair, but really that's exactly why you need this program, because you can stop everything else, follow my step-by-step instructions. There's literally 90 minutes in the Start Here section that helps you get set up. And then from there, you can point and click as you need things, but you don't have to go through everything right away. I'll hold your hand here. Let me see. Can I do this from Indonesia? Yes, you can do this anywhere, from anywhere with an internet connection. Is there a copyright issue with copying phrases? How can you check that your phrase is not copyrighted? Yeah, so in terms of the copywriting, as long as you're not just lifting people's phrases, you are super good to go. So you're just going to change up the phrases, put them on new niches, and this is not going to be a problem. I mean, at this point, I've got well over 15,000 designs, and as you saw, I've been making money for over half a decade, 5 figures a month. This isn't, so don't think you need to have all those designs. I started with one design, but I've only ever had a handful of issues, and it was just like a mistake, took them off, no problem. So this is really not an issue as long as you're operating out of integrity. Is this year-round income or seasonal? So it's year-round. Of course, during the heavy seasons, you make more. So I make at least, I think I average $30,000 a month for normal months, and then during Christmas, I make at least $100,000 during December. And I am not saying that everyone will have that, but of course you're going to have peak periods. Like I make more money during Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, but throughout the year, still consistent income. Do we need to set up a credit card processing system? No, you don't. Amazon, Etsy, eBay, they'll collect the payments for you, and then they'll pay you directly to your bank account or to your PayPal. Who handles customer service? So if customers write in, you will be able to answer their questions. And then if you have questions about anything, like my customer support team, use Gear Bubbles, the different fulfillment centers, they'll be able to help. When do the manufacturers invoice you? So you actually pay after you make a sale. So you don't have to like pay anything upfront or anything like that. Once you make a sale of, let's say, a mug, then you would pay for the mug and it would get printed and shipped directly to your customer. Let me see. What is a percentage of a winning mug out of all we put on? What is a percentage of a winning mug out of all we put on? Are you saying like how many do you expect to succeed? It's hard to say. I would say go in thinking that 98% are going to fail, because if that's the case, then you're good, right? You're golden, because everything else is just gravy. I am registered on Amazon Canada. Can I also register on Amazon.com? Yes, I definitely recommend starting on Amazon.com, or at least having, so if you've already signed up for Amazon Canada, no problem, but I would say definitely go on Amazon.com as well, because that's where you're going to have most of your buyers. And then, of course, you can branch out later, but Amazon.com just has a lot of consumers. How long does it take to get up and running? You can get started like within an hour, really. We've had people by the end of the presentation start making their first mug, but if you need more hand-holding, you could do it within hours to get your first product up. Okay. So that said, we will go through, we're gonna move on for now. I'll take some more questions later. For now, let's say, you're here for a reason. You're looking for some sort of change in your life. Either you want a side income, maybe you want to replace your job or build an empire, but whatever it is, if you want change, and if you don't change anything, nothing will change. So who's ready for a change in their life? Who's prepared to actually take action to get that change? Commit, put it out there to the world. Tell everyone on this webinar. I'm also going to add here free bonus number 5, community and guidance. What would it be worth to you to get your questions answered within hours by advanced students, by your peers, by experienced coaches, by me? Do you think that this would help you grow your business fast? Because sometimes you don't know what you don't know. What if you could watch and learn as others get their questions answered that you might not have thought to ask, or share and receive new business building ideas? Get multiple viewpoints and back and forth discussion. Do you think that this would help you grow your business fast? Introducing our exclusive members only Facebook group. You can see people love this. Here's just people saying, I just have to say I love this group. Another one, thank you, Rachel, you always over deliver. So glad to be in this community. Another person, I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on training and products. I have to say what you provide is head and shoulders above almost everyone else. It's a spectacular group where you get your questions answered fast from multiple perspectives, learn things you didn't know that you even needed to learn, connect with like-minded people on a similar journey. We've got so many people who love this. And to get this sort of on-demand access to top experts, it's easily worth $97 a month. And even just 1 year of that is a value of $1,164. So total market value, $1,164. Now, here's everything you're getting. Step-by-step training based on over $1 million sold, $2,997 value. Gear Bubble integrations, over $5,000 value. Pixplosion, $444 value. Help Desk support, $1,188 value. Money back guarantee, 3 boxes of mugs that can pay for all of this. Spot Niches software, 100 personalized done-for-you designs. The Tax Saver Plus, community and mentorship via Facebook group. Total market value is now $14,224. You can see these are not inflated numbers, like they're based on real-world things, all for 3 easy payments of $497. Click the Enroll Now button to get started. I mean, this is a really great deal. And what if you could get started for nothing down today? I get a lot of questions here about extended payments and making it easier to get in. Now, I carry a lot of expenses in this business, and this webinar has a heavy enough discount as it is. However, what if there was a way to get started for nothing down today and to stretch out the payments? What if you could spread the payments out further and pay just $99 every 2 weeks? Many people have a line of credit at their fingertips that they just don't use. There's a right and wrong way of using other people's money. Borrowing money to buy the latest gadget might not be the best idea, but using other people's money to fund your business, that could be smart. So you can put low-hanging system on your credit card and then just set up whatever payment schedule suits you, like $99 every 2 weeks. Now, as long as you're meeting the minimum payments, $99 every 2 weeks is more than enough. Most credit cards do have 30 days interest free. You may pay a little bit of interest, but we're talking a few bucks per payment. If you want to do that, that's an option. I would recommend, though, go ahead and get started now. And to make it even easier, we're going to do free bonus number 6, which is the easiest pay rise ever expansion pack. So why stop at mugs? You can expand your empire by offering all sorts of personalized products, from shirts, hoodies, masks, and so much more. So in this bonus, you're going to discover the most profitable products to sell, the best suppliers to buy them from, and all the tricks of the trade so that you can grow your business exponentially. Total market value, $997. For the final time, here's everything you're getting. Look at all of this, guys. All of these different things. $15,221 in real world value you can get for 3 easy payments of $497. We're almost done, guys. It's time to get off the fence if you're still thinking, I don't know how I could make it any easier for you. There is money being made here. You can see, but it's not really, I think if you're on the fence, it's not really about the money. It's about the feeling of being a failure. It's false. You have that feeling only if you don't try. Don't let your mind trick you. Look, here's someone, $42,000 in the last 30 days. There's so many successful students. Here's someone saying his Etsy shop grosses around $150,000 per year, past few years, all via this system. We've got here saying 223 open orders right now, 300 to 800 plus open orders. There's just so much opportunity. I could go on all day. Here's someone saying she just signed up wanting to pay her G payment, which is $428 a month. She's done that since 6 weeks in every single month, and she went to 2 Stanley Cup hockey games using mug money. Another person, 32 orders on Etsy yesterday. Another one selling 25 a day. Another person showing that he made 1,000 sales, 200 sales. This person, $7,000 a month. Another person, 15 sales in one day. Another person, $360. This person, $237,000 towards her goal of $250,000, $13,000 to go. Guys, this just works. Now, here we have a really extremely limited offer. Don't miss out. Act now. Click the enroll button to get started. This truly is just, it's worked. It's worked for me for over half a decade. We've got thousands of success stories. I would love for you to be able to take part in this. Now, do you guys have any other questions? Let's see here. Okay, let's see. What if I get stuck? Well, great question here. First of all, you've got the Facebook group where people answer so quickly. It's a phenomenal group. And then you've got the help desk as well. So you're really set up to succeed. Let's see. If we're all learning from the same coach and doing the same training, can you talk a bit about competition? Yeah, absolutely. The thing is that if you were here in the beginning, I was showing that the market is bigger than ever before. So many people now are shopping from going online when they didn't before the pandemic. Amazon's making more than ever before. There's more niches than ever before. People are getting into all kinds of things. My year-over-year income goes up every single month. For the most part, I should say most months. Our customers or clients say that their numbers are going up all the time. Competition just hasn't been a thing. And the thing is that even if we have thousands of sellers, there's millions of buyers. And there's tons of new products all the time. So I talk about mugs all the time, but we've had bracelets and masks and pillowcases and hoodies and different tank tops and all different types of things that you can sell. So there's always different options of things that you can sell. Okay. Let's see, how do I get paid? Right, so Amazon collects the money and will send to your bank deposit. Etsy, same thing, bank deposit, and then eBay will go to your PayPal. How do I get people to my page? Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. So all you're going to do is create smart listings based on keywords that people are searching for, and then you will be able to have Amazon do a lot of the heavy lifting for you because they've already got the customers. You just need to have the right listing titles, which I'm going to show you how to do, and they'll do the heavy lifting. Next person says, I'm not good with computers. I don't know if I can do this. You can. You can do this because, like I said, I'm not good at tech stuff myself. We've made this as simple as possible. And you've got a ton of support too. We've got children doing this. We've got people from all ages, from 8-year-old to in their 80s. So absolutely, this is possible. Next, how long until I can make $1,000 per week? Okay, so I don't really like to answer these questions because I don't know you, so I don't feel an integrity answering. I've seen students do it in 2 months. I've seen students take a year. If you knew it would take a year, would you still do it? If yes, I would say join now. What makes this different from everything else? It works. Not just for me, but look at all the testimonials. I've had hundreds of thousands of successful students. And let me actually show you. If you see here, I'm just going to scroll down. If you look at the cursor over here, I can stop anywhere And you'll see there are people started last week, put 100 mugs up, got my first sale today. I could stop anywhere. There's a lot of pictures here. Got my first sale on Amazon, sold my first mug. I'm just random places I'm stopping. Just sold a mug. Second cup sell, $189.95. Been live with a week, just got my first order. 60 unique orders on Etsy, just got my first sale a little over a week. First Etsy order. So you can see that sales come in. There's a lot of people, a lot of different people that get really great results here. So it's not just me. Look at all these other people that get results too. Also, it requires very little skill. You don't need to drive traffic. You don't need to be a master copywriter. Just have a bit of persistence. What additional expenses are there? I mean, that's the thing that makes this business so attainable, is there's really not. Amazon has an optional $40 a month thing that you don't need, but if you get it, great. And then you pay 15% after you make the sale. So they bring you the customers risk-free, it's easy, and then you only ever pay them after you make a sale. eBay, I'm going to show you how you get your first 6 months completely free, and then I think it's like 10 cents a listing. And then Etsy, I show you how to get your first 40 listings for free, and then it's 20 cents a listing. So super, super doable. Next person says, this made a lot of sense. Can I do it without you now? Sure, you can totally do it without me. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was showing you. But the thing is, you're going to need to pay Gearbubble for a start, right? So that's over $5,000. And the cost of that is more than what I'm charging, not to mention the discounts on the mugs, which actually means it's actually cheaper to let me help you than to not, just with the integrations alone. But then you've got all these other things. Next person says, this all looks amazing. I want to join. I just need to be 100% sure. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that you're never going to be 100% sure, right? So it's really time to make a stand. Are you in or not? Because there's a money back guarantee, right? So worst case, you go in, you don't like it. Best case, you've got something that's working epically for you with all these other people, and you've got something that helps maybe cover your car payment or house payment or whatever. Let's see. What payment forms do you accept? Credit or debit card is perfect. What is your favorite sales platform? I really like Amazon in terms of it makes me the most, but I think Etsy is better for new sellers, so I recommend both. What about issues of shortages of products? We don't really have issues of shortages of products. In the first year we did, but we now have 25,000 square feet of, I mean, there's different fulfillment centers, but I can at least speak for mine. We've got 25,000 square feet. We get huge containers full of product, and they're custom made to order. So it's not like, it works. It's no problem. How much is your net profit typically? So on average, it's $7.06 per mug for the normal, fulfilled by merchant, and then $14 for FBA. Okay, who's going to pay $19.95 for a mug? Well, I showed before, there's a ton of people that are willing to pay because it's still under $20. It makes a very awesome personalized present and just gets a smile. For under $20, it's not that hard to get purchases. Let me see. Since I don't have the time. Okay, I mean, maybe I could hear you say, like, I don't have the money. Maybe I could hear that. On the time one, I would say I'm calling you on this, right? Because you have exactly the same amount of time as everyone else on this call, or every billionaire, right? So all you're really saying is that this isn't a high enough priority for you. And that's fine. Just be honest with yourself, right? If it was important to you, you could spend an hour a day on this, or wake up an hour early, or whatever it is. Okay, next person says, I'd love to do it, I just don't have the money. Yeah, I mean, if you really don't have the money, I feel for you, and I get it. And then I guess, just to clarify, do you really not have the money? Because I would say probably 8 times out of 10, what people mean when they say that is that this is not a priority for me. So is there something that you could sacrifice to make this work if it was a priority for you? I mean, I hate paying interest on a credit card personally, but that's how I got started years ago. Now, this is a personal decision. I'm not trying to push anything, but I remember years ago I did something and I signed up for something that was actually a lot more than this, and I was so glad that I did. The thing is, to be successful, you either have resources or you get resourceful. If you want to start a real business, sometimes you have to spend some money, and period. And this is cheaper than most. Next, if this works so well, why teach it? Why don't you just do it yourself? I would say, firstly, I do it myself. I've shown results. I've been getting 5 figures a month, I think every single month since 2016, with the exception of 2 months. Secondly, I love to teach and help people. I mean, the thing is that I've got multiple businesses bringing in 8 figures in revenue a year, and I don't need the money. It's just that it's fun. I love to see people get results. It makes me really happy. And I've actually given stuff away for free and people don't use it. And everyone says, well, I'll be the exception, but nobody ever is. I've done this time and time again. So there's that. And then thirdly, I do make money teaching this as well. So I have a lot to give, and why shouldn't I be rewarded, right? Like, why shouldn't we have a win-win? Okay, next. Would you like to look at the members area? Do you want to see what's in there for you? If so, type in yes in the comment box if you'd love to see the members area. I'm going to get a quick sip of water here. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so the members area, you can see we've got a lot of information here, but you don't have to go through all of it at once. Because I've been updating this course since 2016 now, I have updated a lot of stuff as people have questions, but I also want to make it as easy as possible. So the Start Here section you can go through is like 90 minutes or less worth of content. Once you go through that, then you can point and click to everything else that you need. But all you really need is that 90 minutes. Then from there, I designed this course the way that I like to consume courses, which means that they're very short videos, they're not rambly, there's transcripts, and this way you could either watch the video or read the transcript depending on what you like. I'll show you here, we have kind of an overview. The introduction goes to the Start Here, how you can join the Facebook group, everything, tools, resources, etc., how to find great concepts. Then we go into make a great design, so more things that we haven't covered here today because we didn't have unlimited time, but how you can make designs easily, how to add them onto mock-ups. I hired a copyright lawyer to answer all your copyright questions, so we go in there here. Detailed training, resources as people find cool things to share. Step 3, launching products. So different print-on-demand sites that you can use. How to launch on Use Gear Bubble, how to create stores, how to find the best keywords, how to set up a Seller Central account on Amazon, even if you live outside of the United States, is no problem. How you can avoid paying for codes on Amazon, how to set up your integration, how to get more people to see you, how to get more reviews. Oh my gosh, we got so many things. Sponsored ads. This is something you absolutely do not need to do, but it's just such easy money. So if you'd like to, I'll cover that. How you can sell personalized mugs. So many things here. How to list on Etsy, eBay, Shopify. How to use the integrations. How to sell custom orders. Best practices, tips and tricks. Got so many things, and again, you do not need to go through all of this at once, but it's more, I just wanted to be able to have everything available as it came up for you. But if you never look at a lot of this stuff, that's fine. Mostly just go through the Start Here and then use this as you need. How to process your orders, how to scale up. So let's say you're doing well, you want to make even more money. Boom, you got that here. How to send items to FBA, you've got access to different products that not everybody gets. So water bottles, beer steins, coasters, journals, postcards, things that not everyone gets, you get as a member from being in the course, you get that. My stats, so if you'd like to see how many designs I have and how much money I make every month, you've got that. Case studies, ways that I've made sales easily from pillowcases, trends, stock photo. We've got other people that have updated. I made $54,000 in 2 weeks, I think. I went through exactly how I did that with one mug, how to sell shot glasses, and all different types of things. Then critiques as well. We go through and I go through people's listings. Sometimes they want to know, why am I not making enough sales, or how can I make more sales on this? One person said that going through these critiques were like a light switch for him. He went through the advice and he suddenly started making more sales. So you get that. You've got all these beautiful mock-ups, all kinds of things, checklists. It's a very, very thorough course. And I mean, it's a labor of love, and this is, I think, why so many people have gotten results. Now, I would say, you can see the members course is super full. We've got tons of testimonials, tons of people that have gotten results from this. If not this, what? And if not now, when? Let's say potentially this is your last chance to get this, right? I mean, I can't guarantee that this pricing will still be available tomorrow. Why would you miss out? I don't understand. Like, given that there's a guarantee, take action now. Click the button and enroll, because guys, you can sign up, you can check it out, see, be like the tons of other people that have gotten results. And if you decide it's not for you, it's not for you. But again, this has been working for so many people. So I would love to know who's ready to commit. Type a yes in the comments box. Let me see. I'm going to get a quick sip of water. I'd love to see all your yeses. Yes, 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 I'm in. Good, awesome, welcome. Guys, the reason why I get so passionate about this is because I know that this works. I'm so glad to have you. So many people have succeeded. Here's another person. This person says, considering how little time I've been able to put into this for the last 18 months, I'm so pleased with my sales. Boom, over $22,000 in the last 30 days. She is not the only person who gets results like this. And look, 175% over last year, so still making more sales considering she hasn't done anything for the last 18 months. Guys, this is a system that just works. For the final time, guys, here's everything that you're getting. Step-by-step video training, $2,997 value. Gear bubble integration, over $5,000 value. Pixplosion, unlimited designs, $444 value. Unlimited help desk support, $1,188 value. No questions asked, 100% money back guarantee. Free bonus number 1, 3 boxes of mugs, which sells and pays for the entire program, over $1,500 value. Spot niches software, over $1,100 value. 100 personalized designs done for you, $1,000 value. Tax saver plus $300 value. Community and mentorship via the Facebook group, $564 value. Easiest pay raise ever expansion pack, $997 value. Total market value, $15,221. For 3 easy payments of $497, you can get going. Guys, I cannot make this any easier. Go ahead and click the Enroll Now button to get started. Thank you so much for being here. I would not have been on here as much with so much passion in my voice if I didn't know for a fact that this worked so well, both for me and all of the students that have gotten results that you saw. So I would love to see you inside, guys. This works. This just works, and I would love to be celebrating with you. So go ahead, click the Enroll Now button to get started, and I'll see you inside. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.